My Gavan and Melonine, and well met indeed. I'm Arakir Galaderthan, head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer. And welcome back to the same as we continue on as the Anduin. I only recorded the other episode yesterday, so for me this is all very fresh in the mind. So, I've not locked the cursor, hang on. Oh, there we go. It doesn't let me lock the cursor, bizarrely, in the game. I have to swap out of it. But anyway, that's by the by. We took Carn in the last episode, and we've renamed it the Burned Citadel in honour of the Sons of the Fallen, who are the sons of the Burned Dwarves, and thus it has taken that name. They almost single-handedly won that battle for us, which was fantastic. Now, I fought the battle so that I could show you all what Carn looks like, whereas in truth we really shouldn't have fought that battle. But we did. So, Carn has been taken. In other news, little else has happened elsewhere, though. We've given military access to the Wood Elves, so that hopefully now they will actually assist with taking down Dol Guldur, but I doubt it. And our path now will lead us west. We want to make sure that Angmar aren't going to come back to hit us unexpectedly, so that is where we are at the moment. Making sure that Angmar's armies are beaten back across the northern bounds of Eriador. We are then going to head south and take the Misty Mountains out of the game. So an army will be created with the sole purpose of moving south to wipe the goblin scum from the mountainside and take Khazad-dûm west. I think it's called Khazad-dûm West at the moment. I don't think it ever gets called Moria, actually. If Khazad-dûm, the actual nation of, take Khazad-dûm West, then we will probably look to try and buy it from them. I mean, they probably won't actually sell it to us, and we may well have to go to war. So the rush is kind of on to get to Khazad-dûm before the dwarves successfully take their homeland back. Because, as I say, if they do, we do not want war with Khazad-dûm. It's not just Khazad-dûm that would be the problem, it's that everyone allied to them would side against us. And we can't have that. Oh, Carn not doing very well. Harad are doing very well. Gondor just lost something as well there. And Mordor. No, diplomat to be sent to Mordor.
My lord.
Our diplomat is over there talking to the elves.
Approaching.
But yes, Radagast, you can head through there.
Tomorrow's journey planned.
Bjorn's tomb built a tomb. Bjorn's hall's built a tomb, rather. He's getting a porch. Give us some nice trade. Meithelberg got the apiary homestead, which is always good to see. Ostingall got its roads, and we don't really need to check these anymore because I've gone through now and added almost every garrison. Every single town now has a long list of buildings to build, so our money should continue to accrue quite nicely. Wuskfreyr has indeed just completely sodded off, basically, but we can't lose the momentum on him, so Elfhelm, you're going to have to keep going, and Captain Brega will follow through and catch up with you in due course. We can't lose Carn. And as you can see, the garrison is now pitiful, and both of our generals died in the assault and taking and capture of Carn. So that's not great. But we have got Triowine down here as well, and who for now is going to... why can't we build a watchtower there? There's literally no reason we can't build a watchtower there. He's going to build watchtowers for us and then head out into the Rudar lowlands. Carn. Go and find the Rudar lowlands, the settlement of Knockverclaw, find out what the garrison is like, and prepare our forces accordingly. You're heading down to be retrained. You're heading into Meithelberg to be a governor. Alright, governor. Haven't we got an army in the ships as well? Yes, we have. Quite a sizable army in the ships. It'd be so useful to have Goblin Town. It would be so useful to have Goblin Town. I wonder if we can try and... Where's Radagast? Radagast, I need you to speak with the dwarf, so I'm going to cheat move you. I'm going to try and possibly trade... I can't imagine they're going to say yes, but we're going to give it a go anyway. We're going to have to reset him as well, otherwise he won't be able to actually talk to anyone. There we are, and then yes, it is reset character, isn't it? Reset character Radagast. Oh no. Oh bugger, I can't remember what it is. Character reset. The other way around. I'm sure it's the other way around. Yes, there we are. When in doubt, yes, swap it round. Alright, what I would like from you is a trade. I will give you more of a Tarth, which I'm not all that bothered about. And to be honest, you could have Mount Graham as well. And I would like Goblin Town. Oh, you've only got 3 regions. Jesus, come on, guys. Very demanding. I can give you map information. I can give you all the money that I have. Callie, you're right in the way. Have you got dirty feet again? Oh, you absolutely have. Wipe your feet. Just leaves little brown paw marks all over my blooming desk. Right, still very demanding. I can give you a regular tribute of 4,000 for the next, or all the money I have for the next 5 turns.
The king will be insulted.
Firmly rejected.
Without question, as you do.
Hello, Kelly. We shan't be having Goblin Town anytime soon, which is annoying because that army could already start the preparations to take Khazad-dûm West. But as it stands, what do we do? I don't want to cheat move them past Goblin Town, although we would be able to pass through. I mean, maybe we wouldn't actually. The dwarves are not very kindly, are they? They're not going to let people just wander through their realm. We are going to have to go the long way, so keep heading north. Oh, Callie, could you just walk into basically everything, please? Because getting your paw marks on the desk is apparently not enough. You're so annoying. Come on. There we are. She's outside. Apologies, I probably did not cut that brief few seconds pause, but it adds like an hour's worth of time for me to cut out just those few seconds.
Yes, my lord.
Whereas if you're all just very kindly put up with that brief moment of nothing, I'd appreciate that greatly. So anyway, the dwarves aren't going to let us pass through, and as we've just seen, they're not going to give up Goblin Town for anything. They only have 3 regions, and Goblin Town is probably their second most profitable, I would have thought. Khazad-dûm East is assuredly better. So we're going to have to go the long way. But I think, given that time is really against us, because Khazad-dûm could hit Moria at any time, and us weakening Angmar will begin a chain of domino-like effects that bring us full circle down to Moria being attacked by people who maybe didn't attack them in the past. So we've hit Angmar. Angmar are now pulling their forces back to try and stop us, which means they're relieving troops from the front line with the Northern Dunedain, with Ered Luin, which means Ered Luin and the Northern Dunedain have troops freed up to hit other places, so the Northern Dunedain are then probably hitting Moria harder than they were before. Oh, that is a mighty old army, and we've only got that cav.
Fall back and regroup.
Oh, bugger. Oh, well, they're all dead.
We should retreat.
And there's Angmar's response. I really, really, really dislike
March to
cavalry-heavy micro battles. Having cavalry armies is just not something I like to do. I don't mind having a few cavalry units in and amongst my armies, but I do not like to make them all cavalry
Your
armies.
orders, my lord.
Now,
Yes.
we do have a general. We just have him out building towers at the moment. That's fine. Continue building towers. You can link up with Triowine, Elfhelm, sorry, as he comes through. Right, Triowine, you take the remnants of that army with you and force the hand of our Angmarim friends by moving on Nofra Claw. Oh, that's a big army, and that force that's coming down there is a big army. I think we may have just killed Triowine in that gamble. Oh, that's Bjorn's tomb, yeah. Oh, there are mines in Mount Glewine. Oh, that's good. Oh, you can give us more Bjorning units. Yes, please. Apothecary is on its way. Nice. Nice. Do we have further movement? Yes, we do. The army comes. Captain Eofor. And where was that general who just joined us? You can take the cavalry out of that army. And, oh, look at that. Yes, proper cavalry is coming through. That's good to see. Captain Aldraig heading back to Bjorn's Hall. Ah, there we are. Gotti. Can you give me anything? Yeah, a couple of those. 9 turns till the Bear Warriors are ready. That's a shame. But we'll train a couple more units and send them up the river. You're getting a Bjorning camp, so we'll have Bjorning units coming from there as well, which is handy. Oh no, hang on. They have this one as well, don't they? Khazad-dûm have 4 regions. Sorry, 4 regions, yeah. And look at that, a constant war with Moria. Yeah, we're going to need an army ready to deal with that. But we can't yet actually send troops south. Angmar could attack us. Angmar could turn the tide in a heartbeat out here, which would be a real pain. Braiga, keep following through. And right, Radagast, the chief reason you're over there, and rather than all dwarves,
Without question.
is to go and talk to
Tomorrow's
Mordor.
journey planned out.
But we end the turn again. I am again going to remind you all, as I will do each week now, just because it's the best way to get the word out for the different. If I say at different points in the video, different people will hear it. This coming Saturday morning at 11 o'clock, I will live stream the 3rd episode of Anduin this week. So if you are keen for the live streams, then do tune in on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock GMT, which is Greenwich Mean Time. For the rest of you, of course, you'll have to work out when that is accordingly. It's something that I often find remarkably enjoyable to read on in comments on my YouTube videos. Wusk Freyr attacks, the army finally comes. Now, it is a powerful army, but he's chosen to attack us in Carn, where he will meet his end. Something that I always find very funny is when people ask me why do I upload videos at stupid o'clock in the morning. And then the number of people that then very swiftly jump to my aid, which I'm very grateful to them for, by saying, you do realise time zones are a thing and that he does not live in your time zone. But you'll be amazed at the number of people that don't know that time zones, that have just not come into contact with time zones in their lives. So they don't really understand that core concept. Now, this is a very, very good settlement, as we've just previously worked out, but the damage-dealing towers are all out here on the front wall, so we want to keep them pinned out here for as long as humanly possible. So we're going to put the cavalry back up in our town square, because remember, they've also then got to bring a siege ram up. Now, the AI is clever enough to know that they need to bring a siege ram with them to break down the secondary wall. So fortunately, the AI can at least handle that. So that's good. Also, this battle map is good because, as you can see from our unit placement here, the AI cannot mount these walls. So we have total autonomy on the walls to fire as we see fit, which is fantastic. Right, Sons of the Fallen, take up your core slot. Oh, sellswords. The sellswords have been taken up as the general in place of our actual family members. They are the most mercenary of all the units in the roster today.
We stand together.
Right, we want to create a... Oh, of course, you won't move yet, will you? Alright, just stand over there. You're going to take that position. You guys are going to go on the right. The hobbits, we need to create an opportunity for them to shoot at our enemies. So we're going to create a sort of V attack angle like we've done before. I think that's everyone covered, isn't it? Yes. So you're going to go like this. And you're going to go like this. And then we'll have those curling in a bit like that. And then this one can support them like that, which leaves the stores available to fire at will down the centre. And there goes our... Oh, they are insanely strong when there's only a single enemy. And it's already on fire. And one wonders if the AI are actually going to be able to even assault this castle. They've only brought a secondary ram. Let's see how they get on. Oh, look at all the fires burning in them. That's such a cool shot, isn't it? Look at that. No one assaults Carn lightly. And the fools now find that all the defences that they built over millennia, although it's been abandoned for a while, but all the defences that were built by the Witch King back in the days of Arnor are now being used against his own servants. Couldn't hope for a better situation. Now, interestingly, though, we are learning now that the ladders can be used, because they are about to come and put them up against the walls here, so our archers are going to have to fight it out. Which is disappointing. Although they're taking some time. But those flaming baluster shots are so strong. That's why the AI always brings multiple siege equipment, because they know that it can be set fire. Alright, they're on the walls. Iron Crown Warriors are coming up. You're going to get massacred up there. Come down off of those walls, quick as you can. Come on. The two of you that decided not to come down off the walls are going to meet your deaths there, I'm afraid. Oh, and you haven't done at all what I asked you to do. That's good to know. Good to see that my orders are being obeyed. Right, you three. Form a nice wide line like that and just shoot at what you like.
The enemy are battering down
There
the
we are.
gates.
That's got it. Those ones are firing. Now, the battering ram did make it to the walls, and rather unfortunately, so did the siege tower, and I don't think it will go down now. So let's get you three off the walls while we can.
The enemy siege tower has reached our walls.
Come
Blast their
on.
eyes. The enemy's ram is through our gates.
Come on. Get off the walls, please.
The
Get
enemy
off
have
the walls.
Look to our defense or all will be lost.
Oh, do it a bit slower, mates. Jesus. It's not like your life is in the balance. Goodness gracious. Look at this madness. They just do not like doing what they're told, do they? Walls mess around with the AI's pathfinding ridiculously. All in defensive mode. Oh, those Iron Crown Warriors are going to tank all of that damage. That's going to be a real pain in the neck. Thought Jessica had come home, but no, I think it's just Callie rolling around outside trying to get my attention. They're coming down on that right-hand side. You're going to have to deal with them. Oh, you've run out of arrows. Bugger. How many have we killed so far? 19%, and we've lost 10% of our own. Oh, that's because the Woodman Warriors are dying. They can't meet this enemy in combat. Sons of the Fallen, take up new position. Be ready to block that enemy in. Come sort of over there, actually. Oh, no, don't do that. Alright, fine. In you bloody well go. They're keeping knocking them on the heads with the stones. That's good to see. Our archers hitting all those on the walls. And what of the rest of the force of our enemy? They moved away, but they are now all coming back. I'm not really sure what's gone on there. Halberdiers and the general are all holding off. I worry that actually we're not going to win this now. Keep throwing stones at them, boys. You've got this. Remember, time is on our side. Time is something we have in abundance. If we lose this first courtyard area, we can pull back to the town, to the main central area. In fact, actually, now that I said that out loud, let's pull back the archers that have finished with their arrows already. Let's just get them out. No point you sacrificing yourselves and dying down there. So if you've run out of arrows, pull out. And the melee forces will hold for as long as they are able. Stores, change your position quickly. There it is. And hit them, hit them, hit them. Look at that. Almost every stone is a kill. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Right, you guys come over here and try and assist those North Guard. And then the archers should all be far enough away now that we can run them all to the centre. Yeah, I think that'll work. Oh, come on. Just run to the centre. Yeah, you might as well walk. I mean, I was trying to get you to run, but you might as well walk, I suppose. We haven't lost that central point yet. Now, Northguard are armour piercing, which means they do hold a good chance of actually defeating those Sons of the Fallen, which would be a shame. But we're doing well against those warriors. You've got so many stones available, although they've used up half their ammunition. Alright, stand ready. It's interesting that the enemy's not coming through the gate. They're opting to climb the ladders and the towers. They're giving us even more time. Oh, they're routing. They're routing. They're dead then. 37 Northguard remain. Right. Stores ready. Now's your time. Hit some of these Northguard in the back. We just need their numbers depleted, that's all. Ah, the enemy's outside. Right. Well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. Get out of there. Right, get the stores back to the town centre as well. Rest of the army's made it to the town centre. Cavalry at the back. Captain at the back. And then we want to try and block up this. I'm moving the archers down that slope. We want the cheap and nasty archers to take the front line, to be honest. We've abandoned the melee forces to their demise, for that's all they will meet down there, sadly. Sons of the Fallen have all fallen. Lived up to their names. Yeah, if the enemy is able to get to the gate in a timely manner, we've lost this. This is why, ideally, you should not attack places like Anduin with an army filled with mostly trash. It's interesting that it doesn't let you place very easily around here. It's like invisible buildings. Right, everyone turn and face. Keep it on ×6. The stores are back. Oh, the stores came back a while ago, actually. Get ready, my story brethren. Although actually that's not a really good place for them, but we want to have as many people on this causeway as we can get. Because that's the best place to hold them. The hill, gaining that slight hill advantage. Let's pull the stores back. We'll try and get a better moment. Opportune moment for the stores when it arrives. Alright, everyone, just throw your bodies into this. We've got a solid reinforcing army coming. If we can hold Carn for this turn, then Trioine will come. Oh, Elfhelm, sorry. And the force he brings with him will be able to deal with this army. It now appears like my general has basically abandoned his garrison and saved himself, doesn't it? He went out to build watchtowers in inverted commas, but in truth all he did was run to save his own hide. Where's their battering ram? There it is, they're bringing it up. We're at halfway, we're at the halfway point. Oh, if our towers had taken down the siege ram, the siege tower, that would have been a game changer, I think. But this is the best we've got. No matter what comes through that gate, you will stand your ground. Everyone be in defensive mode, please. Be ready. There's the ram. It'll take them a few moments to actually work out how to get it to hit the gate. And in those brief seconds of indecision is where we can shine. Ah, there we are. I think that one's Jessica coming home. There's probably going to be some interruptions on the video in a brief moment, but nothing too extreme, I shouldn't have thought. Well, it's just rung the doorbell, bizarrely. Don't really know why, because the door's not locked. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Waste your time as you stand outside the gate. Yes. I don't know what they're doing, and I can't make it go any faster, I'm afraid. This might have to be one where I do cut this out, because if they're just going to sit out there until this ends, I don't want to record for the next 4 minutes with absolutely nothing happening. So I will cut this out. Ah, no, smashing. There we go. Fantastic. No, I don't have to. When they come through here, it's going to be such a slog. I can feel the tension.
The enemy's ram is through our gates.
Iron Crown Warriors are the first to go through. Oh, bear with me one brief moment. Now, it's just a timer event. They have far better troops than we have. They have all the initiative. I think they've got more men than we have. More men, better quality. All we have is the hope that timer can wear down. But it's not looking good, is it? It is not looking good. Come out of defensive mode. Really smash into them. They are carving their way up that hill. Be ready, be ready, be ready, be ready. Oh, you're already throwing your stones, apparently. Now, we have got the foresters. We've got the dwarves. That's as wide as I can get them to go. Woodsman, can you move slightly further forward? No, you've moved further away. And that's done absolutely nothing at all.
We've lost half of our men.
We've got the sellswords and the cav at the back. I don't think we're going to do it. No, I think we are about to be completely overrun and overwhelmed. Can you hit those savages? They're right in front of you now. No, 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 no. The stores must keep firing. Get the cav out of your way. Go on, just keep hitting them. Just keep hitting them. Just kill anyone you can. Every stone is a kill. Every stone is a kill. Is that the timer or is that the square? No, that's the timer.
They have lost half their men.
Don't die. Don't die. They can't even... I'm going to cheese it so hard now. They can't capture the square quicker than the game will end. So if we can just keep that cav unit alive, we can actually cheese them out to lose this now. I know it's horribly cheesy, but in dire times call for dire actions. Get out of the fortress. Send word back to the Anduin Vale.
Our enemy has
The
come.
day is done, and we must settle
Yes! Yes! I knew Condon would be a hard battle map for them to take back. Captain Berenger has held against Wilkes Freya and taken down a large chunk of his force. 174 kills, woodman trackers, 133 store sheriffs. Yes! The hobbits are cementing themselves in our histories as the go-to unit. Our beleaguered garrison forces Angmar back. From a lore perspective, or from a narrative perspective, the Angmarim forces grew weary in their assault on the castle, and seeing the great citadel of the centre of Carn rising above them with a banner of the Anduin flying high from its tallest peaks, their morale was broken and the army fled, is what we're going to say happened, and our cavalry made it back to tell of the tale. Now here is Triowine, who I keep mentioning. Now he has a rubbish army of all trash, but he has got a few cavalry units, and interestingly the garrison has come out to hit him before the reinforcements can join them, which is in the fog of war over here. So we've got an opportunity to beat Angmar, to divide and conquer, and thus the name once again has meaning, which is good. That's such a foolish mistake on the AI's part. They've got a strong secondary army waiting only minutes away, a single turn away, and yet they've decided to divide their army in twain and attack one by one. It's just moronic. It defies sense. Also, wonderfully, for such a change, we've actually been given a nice hill to defend. Game never helps us out like this. So we're going to stand on this hill, which is useful because we've got, as you can see, hardly any melee forces. You're going to go over there, and I don't want you to run away. Right, archers, just move to here. Melee line, move just in front. That's going to have to do. General, you're going to have to join the line. And cavalry, can we get down there and start harassing them, please? As soon as the archers are in position, if you can take aim, take aim. What are they? Warg skirmishers, Warg raiders, both missile cavalry. Right, so they won't be charging into us anytime soon. But it's annoying when the enemy has cavalry. What we're going to do is we're going to charge every cavalry unit we have into those wargs and just defeat them in melee, because we will defeat them in melee. We outnumber them, and we're just so much better than wargs. I don't really know why. Right, and then run forth. There we are. Our archer line can run rings around our enemies down there. Iron Crown longbowmen, hit those. Our melee line should be alright for some time. And the bulk of the enemy's elite force are the longbowmen. Although also our cavalry, fantastically, has caused their pikes to spread out and not go for our melee, to go for our defensive line, which will help us greatly. You can hit those savages. No, don't hit those savages. They can hit those savages. Keep firing on the longbowmen. There we are. That's routed those. That's saved the general's neck. Come down and hit those warg skirmishers. Get the general to come back and join in the fight on these orc fighters. Now, actually, you can also join in on those orc fighters because they've punched through the line. Oh, no, they're broken. Yes! Fighting to the death. You guys are all free to fire at whatever you like now. I'm not sure what your plan there is. Pull back to let the archers get full shots on those pikes. Completely focus fire those pikes down. That's fantastic. Right, and then you're free to fire at whatever you like. We lost a fair amount of cav. In fact, we've got hardly any cav left.
Very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
But we'll charge into those longbowmen. That should see them run away. Oh no, wavering. Warg raiders are running. If you've used up your arrows, run away. Pull out. And it's over. Yes! Lost a fair few though, and our melee line now draws very thin indeed. 121 Vale archers. We've got almost no defense for the archers anymore. Any units that we had to hold that front line are just completely crumbling away. Triowine is not going to hold off that secondary Angmarim force. But we've got the army that's just dismounted that's just disembarked near Framsburg. They will be on their way through. So Worst comes to worst, we might lose Morvatarth and the army of Treowine, but we should be able to hold up Graham.
Glory, honor.
Oh, look, that's where they're going. The Angmarim reinforcements are going to Mount Graham. But then hopefully if we besiege Noffer we can pull them west and keep them away from our
Your
territory.
orders. As you wish.
Is there
the
something
hope.
I can do for you? We have something else you
What about
want
map
to suggest?
info?
I do not think you.
No, I'm not paying you for
It
your
is
map
not
information.
Farewell.
We built a Bjorning camp, and we were rewarded with a single unit of Valesmen. Why would you give us Valesmen? And why has Bjorn's Horse got 4 generals all of a sudden? 2 people just came of age. Blimey. Well, they're all going to be going in the ship. So we'll take all 3 of you. We'll find homes for you on the way, I'm sure. Oh, actually, no, hang on. One of you can go to Carn.
Your orders, my lord.
Not Carn, Dol Guldur.
Making camp.
You can head down to Arminlank and take up governance there. We've got the general in Ordovacer over there in Brown Boat with an army that he doesn't really need to have, actually. We've got a spy over this side. Ah, yes, down in Dor Norhak. Come and find out what's going on with Dol Guldur.
Approaching.
Ah, there is Dol Guldur.
Approaching. Quiet.
I think this might actually be Dol Guldur's final province, the Burnt Lands. So they really are on their way out. I don't think we will have to get involved. That's handy. Because Angmar are going to be giving us a runaround for some time. Now, Captain Brega, I don't think you're needed up at the Burned Citadel. That was a phenomenal defence.
We'll make camp here.
And some of the Sons of the Fallen still endure. And the reason that they're listed as retrain is because this is a province that can train them as mercs. So once they're available again as mercs, I can actually retrain them in the Burned Citadel, which is fantastic.
Yes, my lord.
Bare minimum, he's going in there, so we've got a general in there now.
My lord.
I have nothing to
And
say.
you can move up.
Honor.
So Brega, yeah, you can try and get into Graham if possible. Oh, we can get a spy here. I'll take another spy, yeah. Captain Eofor is coming through. Try and help, and you're going to hit and knock for a claw.
As
It'll
you
take 3
command,
rounds, you never
we
know.
shall it will be an honor.
Uruk has a
meeting you.
large army,
Let
but
us settle
actually each
matters on the
individual
field of
company has
battle.
almost no one in it. There's Barchaleg to the north, which is an Angmarim town. Is that still an Angmarim town? Athelin is, yes. Ah, and there's Overlord Agendour himself. Their faction leader still lives. But High King Eldarion,
Not an
interesting, Aragorn died some time ago. So High King Eldarion now rules the Númenóreans' descendants.
I shall
It's interesting to see that Athelin is still held by Angmar. With Noffa coming down, this shouldn't be long for the count thereafter. Ah, and we've got Framsgard over in Framsburg. That's good. And we've got 8 turns to the Bear Warriors. But for now, that is going to conclude this episode. So I do hope you've enjoyed episode number 2. And as I stated previously, episode number 3 will be streamed this weekend, 11 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, 11 o'clock GMT. So I hope to see you all there. But until we speak again, dear friends, na bhair na den Panamad Melonin, and farewell.